Okay. We back here with Perty performing his new hit single.
Okay. You know what it is. We running it back. The Suburban Icon. Man. P-R-T-Y.
We
only the freshest. Run that shit.
Sheesh.
Can you cuss? You guys do the words?
Yes, bro.
All right, bet.
Man, we back here in the cut talking about music, having an organic conversation with organic individuals. I got an amazing guest here today. Pertinence.
What up?
A real sniper,
yes,
real lyricist,
the Chris
real
Kyle. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So it's definitely a blessing to have you on the show.
Thank you, brother. It's blessed to be here.
State your name, give me your background.
Yeah.
Let the people know, you know what I'm saying, who you are.
For sure. It's the P-R-T-Y, Pertinence, the Suburban Icon. You know what it is. We're bringing things to the Valley that haven't been here before. You know what I mean? We're representing through obviously the hip hop, but ain't nobody versatile like how we got it over here. So things gonna get crazy. Just tap in, you know?
Jeez. And right off the bat, man, you said something that intrigued me. You said versatile. As I was exploring your catalog, I was amazed by how, I'm gonna use that word again, versatile you are. You have a lot of character. Just in your rhymes, in your flows, and in your rhythm, you're very intentional, very dynamic. So where does that come from? So for me as an artist, a lot of my artistry comes from my organic life. I know it's a lot of my character, my music comes out of me in my life. Yeah. So that's how my music is portrayed. So is that an extension of you? I feel like it is because your energy matches your music.
For sure. I think it's an extension of like raw emotion. So it's like an extension of the character necessarily. Yeah. So through the poetry and stuff like that, it's not that necessarily every single time like I go out to write a song that is something that like I personally and organically like live through every step of. Of course, but more so just the same emotions and stuff like that, just played up by a factor of 10. You know what I mean? To really give it that cartoon, you know, just larger than life like personality that it is, and that the brand like has become.
Man, that's amazing to think about. So. Pertinence, just the quality of being relevant.
Yes. Talk about it.
Relevant in which way? Relevant in an organic way, relevant in an artificial way, or relevant in Pert's way?
I think it's definitely obviously to be relevant in my own way. It's always been about hip hop. It's always been about trying to reach hip hop. So I guess at like the very ground floor is looking for the relevancy in hip hop and trying to get accepted like in this game. But I've even said before, like on record, that that's something that's out of my jurisdiction. You know what I mean? I didn't create the culture. I'm just here to be lucky to inhabit in it.
Pert's outro, huh?
Yeah. God damn, pull that out. You know the word. But I think that was definitely more the approach when I first started. And now it's come to a point where subconsciously, even though not necessarily every single time I'm pulling from these real experiences that I have, they are still very real and vulnerable emotions and things like that. So as it's progressed on and you get some of these messages from certain people telling you how much like your music does for them and XYZ, this, that, and the third, it just becomes bigger than hip hop, bigger than myself. So I think at this point, bro, it's relevant to anybody that cares, to anybody that feels like they can draw something from it. You know what I mean?
And I think that's important as artists. Like you said, it's relevant to anyone who cares. I think some artists get lost in the passion, they get lost in what they're chasing, they get lost in the journey. And they forget that the journey is where the blessings are made. And then oftentimes that destination often just becomes just a moment that you accept and then you're ready for something more.
Yeah. All there ever is right now. And that's something that I've been super keen on trying to focus in on lately, and not to get super like philosophical or anything like that. Bro? But I mean, the past and the future are completely just figments of like imagination. You know what I mean? They really don't exist. Like we just construct them. And so I don't know. I say all that to say that like enjoying the journey and stuff like that have all been huge things for me to try to focus on recently. But I mean, like we were talking about outside, like before we even started here, like the cliche shit is cliche because it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean? But damn, it'd be tough, bro. Just the world we live in is not set up to be in the present and to enjoy like that journey and stuff like that.
I think as artists right now, it's an amazing time because there's a lot of fuel animation to create from. I know like during the pandemic, beginning of the pandemic, that's when I started making music for real, 2019. At the beginning of the pandemic, it was nothing to do but just create and really assess and observe God's creation, observe life and get to explain it in your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being artists, being creators, we see things differently.
Yeah.
I think we are more emotional creatures. Like we were speaking on character earlier, being on that same energy, being on that same vibe. As I was listening to your music, I'm like, man, the character is there. The energy is there. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
The dynamic.
Yeah.
The dynamicness is there sonically. It's amazing. Your layers are there. So where does that base of hip hop come from? That base of influence, that base of culture come from in your music?
Ooh, shit. A lot of it's from my dad. First of all, that was beautifully said. And I appreciate you saying all that stuff. Those are very kind words.
We just in the cut talking about
that's
shit.
Sick, though. That's sick though. I appreciate it. And it comes off like very authentic, very genuine. First, before I like lead that, you want to know me or how I know that like you the shit, bro, is because at the beginning of the pandemic, when people, there's two options as an artist, right?
Yeah.
And so many fucking people, it was like, oh, this is ruining it for the artist. You know what I mean? Like, we'll wait till the pandemic's over, then like we'll really get at it, whatever. You could take it like that in terms of like, there's no live shows. Like, how am I supposed to, you know what I mean, get my bread, whatever. But the real people who like are really here for the music, right? And to really like express themselves and
it's
shit.
a gold mine.
You took the, exactly, bro, on go mode. So that shit is sick.
What?
But to flip back to hip hop, a lot of it comes from my dad, bro. He would like really put me on growing up. He wasn't into like all the new shit. He's a real like, I mean, just what he grew up with, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So like he be putting me on like Dana Dane and shit, like all these like, you know what I mean? Like the niche ass dudes, but then
I like that.
at the same time.
We niche.
Yeah. At
You
the same,
niche. Yeah, you
at
definitely
the
niche.
same time though, like he be fucking with like Justin Timberlake, fucking Creedence Clearwater, like, you know what I mean? Like every single little like corner and shit. Yeah, so find my way. Hold on, relax. But so he really put me on that. And obviously growing up, your dad is the man. So like you really, you know what I mean? You look into that. But bro, like I can't even front. It was like none but Radio Disney for me. Like all the way through, bro. Like probably like through 7th grade, bro. Like
I don't want to put you out there, but how old are you, Pert?
20.
Okay,
I just turned 20 a couple weeks ago. Nah, that ain't even. I'll spread that shit. 20 years young.
I thought you was gonna say like 24, 25.
But for me, bro, it was a lot of like, I think I just have a different maybe outlook on hip hop. And not to say that like it's better or worse, but for me, a lot of my experience and like a lot of my culturing comes through going back and reviewing things. And so I didn't really get to understand like a lot of like the hype, you know what I mean? I miss Lil Wayne, like I missed Kanye. Like that, those weren't things that like I was in on, but on the inverse of it, I can go back and like I have an entire catalog to study all at once, you know what I mean? And I can like then become, because obviously it's about being a student of the game. So when you look at it from that perspective, like I can really just digest everything with a bird's eye view, you know what I mean?
I think that's the age we living in these days. It's an advantage. Information technology, information highway, speedway. We can go on Google, we can go on Instagram, we can go on TikTok, we can go on all these, we can find all these avenues to figure out a solution to get to where we need to be or achieve that goal. Like prime example, man, you on TikTok blowing up, man, you been viral multiple times on TikTok. You had over three or four songs, over 100K streams. Just explain that process and how that has been and how that all ties in.
Yeah. It's really overwhelming, dude, to be honest. Like, it's a lot. And I just, like, as humans, we're just not meant, like, to be doing this shit. Like, it's just, there's no way it can be healthy to just be, like, scrolling, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'll be scrolling, not to get on a tangent, but you can see somebody dancing, you flip, somebody throws a pizza in the lake, and then after that, bro, like, it's a tank, like, getting exploded in Ukraine, bro, and I got all these emotions.
Conditioning at its finest.
Like, I got all these emotions, and, like, I'm just flipping through, like, this whole catalog of, like, a variety of the way I feel. So that shit is bunk and whack and not good for the brain at all, or the psyche. But to finally answer your fucking question, how important is TikTok? Right. It's crucial. And so there needs to be a way to kind of manage like both. There's definitely an in-between. I will say that. But I mean, I was, for the longest time, like I was telling you out there, man, like, bro, me and the homies would just dirt on TikTok all the time. It was like, nah, like that's not a sustainable way to make it. Like being TikTok famous ain't the same as like actually reaching hip hop and like, you know what I mean, getting in. And there's definitely a stigma like coming in here as like, you know what I mean, a TikTok artist. And like, especially me, bro, being like just that goofy white kid. Like, you know what I mean? I know how it appears like when I pull up and shit like that. But fuck it though, bro. Like plays are plays. And the thing is like the way that I still have certain like thoughts and shit about TikTok, and none of them are scientifically or like backed by nothing besides like my ego. But I mean, the way that like I'm going about it right now, I've been super, super pleased with, just in terms of like getting these couple songs to get like this little bubble. And then I can really like work on curating this real fan base. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But then again, you do have a couple people who just get larger than life from TikTok, and then they don't got the sauce, they don't got the catalog to like go back and look on. So like, how can you be a fan of somebody that has 3 songs out? You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So like for me, bro, it's happening so perfect, I feel like, and at like such a perfect rate that I'll get a song and it'll, you know, get like a little bit of traction. But then those people are really like becoming like
your core fans.
They're really tapped in. Yeah, they're really like looking forward to what it is. But
core fans, man.
Yeah, but it's fucking crazy. I think in December, well, not I think, I know, at the beginning of December before me and Voss, I did Tapped In, I had like, I think like 550 or like 600 monthly listeners, something like that.
Shout out now, bro, behind the camera, you know.
On God, yeah, wizard and a half.
Yeah,
and he be dealing with my ass, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, we gonna get into that too.
The other day, this man sent me edit number 11 of this song. It said, Pertinence, pick your feet up, rough draft 11, bro.
So let's talk about that. Being intentional with the art, because I feel like some of our greatest artists that really made an impact on the culture was very intentional in their own organic way. Icons like Bob Marley, icons like Jimi Hendrix, icons like we can go down the line. Yeah. They were intentional, just about how they did things.
Yeah.
But I think as an artist, you have your style. So how does that play into you? Me, I got a vision. I see it. I know how to execute it. I like things. I'm intentional with organic at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable with a lot of things.
Yeah.
So because I'm confident in what I'm doing. So how do you play into that, being intentional in your art and finding a balance?
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah. There's definitely something to be said about having that intention and like moving with that intention for sure. On the flip side of it, I think there's also something to be said about this whole reality, bro, like perception is everything. And so like the world in itself is curated only in our head. You know what I mean? Like how I view the world is very different from how everybody else in this room views the world, even though we're all in the same
perspective.
Shit. Right. So I say all that to say that there's definitely something to be said about not just sitting on songs for, you know, months and months and months because maybe it doesn't fit. Yeah. And you don't put out like everything you make. At a certain point, like definitely the quality always needs to ring over the quantity. When I wrote Okay, bro, like I'm sitting in my bedroom on a Tuesday morning, like cooking it, right? And it's dope. Like it's a dope song for sure. But like it's not the one. It never is the one. Like the one never is the one. I mean, very seldomly. You know what I mean?
Hey, free game.
So damn, bro. That's crazy. I'm saying that to other people. That's crazy.
That's free
game. But yeah, bro, like you don't know how other people are going to view the song. You don't know how, and obviously if you have a message, you got to stick to that message and you got to keep pushing that message until other people start attaching them to them, like being like-minded. You know what I mean? But for me, I really just try to open up the energy and the spirit as a whole to just be like, this is all of me. Like all these versatiles, like XYZ, this is the most purest representation of my spirit. Not necessarily like my life and my experiences, but my spirit. You know what I mean? And that's where that energy comes from and shit like that.
I mean, we talking frequencies, we talking decibels, we talking, you know what I'm saying, volumes. This is all energy.
Right.
Us being together, us talking, it's all energy. Music affects individuals in certain ways. That's why they put certain figures up. You know what I'm saying? In arts and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So
the older I get, like the more like light I come to that. I had this teacher one time and she was saying, this ain't like super, super wise or anything, but just like real simple. She said, if you don't believe in energy, then sit in a room with somebody who you hate. And like, you could cut that shit with a steak knife.
Sometimes you can walk in the room and you can cut the tension in the air.
I'm saying, right, you feel that, bro. It literally weighs on you, affects you. The older I get, like the more and more apparent that becomes. And like, not only that, but the more apparent, like every single second we have a choice of how like we're going to interpret and how we're going to move. And like, if you're one of my best friends, bro, like I look up to him for so many things, but he says that there's only 2 decisions ever. Decisions made out of love and decisions based out of fear. Yeah. Anything can boil down to that. So bro, if you're moving out of love, like always, like Shit gonna pan out, bro. The world likes winners. You know what I mean? The world likes to help people win.
For real, hey, moving out of love, bro. On me, honestly.
On Ja. On baby. On my
Yahweh.
On my mama's mom.
Oh, Yahweh. Okay.
And that's it. No,
Straight up. Moving out of love.
But I want to go back real quick because I didn't finish that, like the whole TikTok thing.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, and not
Go
to
ahead.
belabor on it or sit on it like that.
It's free game, bro. That's why I asked you.
Bro, like, I'm gonna look right. Actually, hold up, bro. I'm gonna sit up. Film yourself in your bedroom, at your place of work, in the middle of the street. I don't care.
Content.
Take a video, dog. Put your song behind it. Put it up.
Content.
Don't be silly.
Content is king.
I'm looking you dead in the face because look, you know, bro, you sit at home and you think about it. I know you think about it. You have TikTok. You have the app downloaded. Maybe you don't have a profile picture and you still got like that guest username. I know it, boy. Just fucking edit that shit and just put something up because check this. Look, this is personal experience. I've done music videos. I've been trying to get on this, right? And I'm still young. I get it. I put so much money behind this shit. And that's not to say that that's not worthy. And it definitely is required to get to certain places. You need to invest in yourself. That's another thing. You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in your marketing, your music videos, yada, yada. You have to be spending money to make money, obviously. However, you could put up a video tonight and your whole life could be different tomorrow, dude. No Facebook ad could do that in one night. That shit will happen over a couple. I spent the money. I'm sitting here telling you right now, just do it. The only thing that's in your way is your pride. So swallow that shit. Take the video, put it up, bro. Put like 3 captions on it. Make sure your song's in there, the illest part, and then just get at it. I'm gonna relax now because I've been yelling at y'all, but I'm just saying, bro, you know what has to be done, so just do it. You have like that superhero inside of you, so just become that because you're gonna be 6 feet one day, and that's it, my dog. That's it for you, at least for your human self. So you have all these things you want to get done, so just get out here and do it. This man Voss got 2 hours of sleep last night, bro. And he's driving 35. Not to put you on blast, my boy, but he's here right now, bro. Everybody has a version of themselves inside of themselves that you know that you could become to obtain whatever you want to reach your pure potential in this life, right? To your greatest aspirations, all that stuff. So just do it. There's nothing else to it but just doing it. When you wake up tomorrow, become that person, right? And I was even saying, my man Voss behind the camera, bro. Man's on 2 hours of sleep. Rode here, had his car break down, bro. He's still here, bro. He's still here doing this entire show. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 other ventures, bro. It's like, if you know what you want, just start going after it because I promise you that's going to be the most fulfilling thing. One day, you're not going to be able to wipe your ass. Somebody else going to have to do that shit for you, boy. I'm serious. So just get it now while you're capable, while you're strong, while you're handsome, while you got the energy. Just get after it right now, dude. Because time is a motherfucker, man. It'll pass you up.
Like, hey, free game.
Like this. It'll on your left, boy.
Zoom. Switching lanes. Zoom.
See you later.
Get off your ass and get the... But, so I'm going to sit up now, like being intentional like Pert did, just by any means, just to piggyback off what he said, by any means necessary, create the art. I made a decision a long time ago, bro, that I was going to create the art, bro. With support, without support, with the team, without the team, with or without. So by any means necessary, I feel like that's how you got to live life. You got to be tenacious, ferocious about your goals. We say intentional, but how intentional? Is you passive or is you aggressive or is you assertive?
You got to be aggressively patient.
Come on. By any means necessary. Get the art done, get the work done.
Yeah.
We here with Pert, man.
Bro, it's like, there's almost not words like to explain how overcomplicated like it get, like, or how over-explained like it gets. There is nothing else to it but being intentional and just moving with it, bro. Like,
all right, we gonna switch topic. Think y'all get the intentional point. We're gonna switch up. I gotta ask all this.
I forgot that you just put us on blast for that too.
All right, this gonna determine if we continue the interview or not. So I asked every artist, they top 5, top 4, whatever.
Oh, God.
I need your top 5, top 4. Depending on what you say, we gonna continue or we gonna cut this. Nah.
Damn.
Your top 5 artists also. It ain't got rapper, just
right.
musicians.
Yeah, in general.
Artists.
Okay.
I'm gonna do mine, of course.
Here's why I get put on blast for this.
Okay.
I'm not like the dude who is gonna like pull up these niche ass rappers. You know what I mean? Because like I attribute the greatness.
I love it.
Drake's number one. And that can't be like disputed for me, bro. Because you could talk about maybe writing the stuff that like can make him, you know, not the MC. Nobody has the vocal execution that this man Aubrey Graham has. Nobody can hit the track the way that it was supposed to sound without knowing how it was supposed to sound. You feel me? The voice is there every single time. It's never not been.
Can't argue with that.
Number 2, I'll probably have to put just because of the production style. And I think that he really influenced a lot of like the more rambunctious side of things. You know what I mean? And like he has very busy beats. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it always sounds perfectly
soulful, busy,
perfectly calculated. You know what I mean? It's never too much. Third for me is where it starts getting a little bit probably controversial. I'll probably have to put my man Russ at number 3.
I love it.
Because
I love it. Russ hard.
Bro, he's the closest thing to obviously something that I have to like look to. You know what I mean? In the game.
In your image.
But on top of that, bro, he knew nobody. Nothing. And so there was no connections. And so exactly like how we said, the patient aggressiveness, bro. Man put out, I think it was like 11 projects before he had half the followers that either of us have, bro. 11 projects and just like stayed flopping.
Wow.
So instead of just sitting out, exactly the same like energy as the pandemic and shit, like how we were talking about, instead of just sitting out, he had to switch the approach. So after 11 projects, dog, he puts out a song every single week for over a year, every single week. Because he was like, nah, I'm doing this. This is how it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Yada yada. After that, for this, oh my God, 4th and 5th.
If you don't got your 5, it's cool.
Nah, 4th and 5th are definitely interchangeable with a ton of people. 4th, I'll probably have to put M, just because, but I'm gonna cut M off like after the Eminem show. Like right there, bro. Like anything before that is sick, but this lyrical, spiritual, lyrical, individual, miracle whip stuff, I can't be digging it, bro, nowadays. But not to discredit the God MC, and Eminem is definitely the reason for a lot of my cadences, a lot of my flows, a lot of the things that like, you know, I draw inspiration from to say. 5th could be interchanged with everybody, but I think, oh shit. I don't know. Either way, my 5th spot is going to be an upcomer who I think will be incredible. And my 5th spot can fluctuate between JID but I love that man. I love Jitty Jit. I love Jitty Jit, but I'm going to have to slide him to 6, bro. I'm going to have to slide him to 6. I'm going to slide Baby Keem in at 5 because I have never heard a sound like this, man. Baby Keem, bro. And that shit every single time.
On top 5.
First or the Bennett, bro. It's every time like it's just that fucking. It's that little Uzi. You know what I mean?
It's that eerie lyrical. I never
heard a sound like that guy, bro. Obviously, it draws a lot. Fuck, I left Kendrick out the top. Okay, Kendrick -1. He come like before that. But yeah, that's my top 5. Goddamn, it probably had to be more like a top 10.
That's a smooth top 5, man.
But like I was saying, bro, it's obvious shit. You know what I mean? I guess outside of Russ, I'm gonna catch some flack for that.
Nah, I mean, I like you didn't go niche. You went with what your heart desired. So that was perfect, man. I'm gonna get my top 5. I didn't get my full top 5.
Hit me.
I didn't get my full top 5 last time, so I got you.
Let's go.
First off, we going J. Cole.
Word.
Very influenced by his flow, his rhythm, his cadence.
Cole in the top 5. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Cole in the top 5.
His organic storytelling. Yeah. Second, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
AT Alien for sure. You talking about Sonic's rhythm, flow, just crazy. Kendrick Lamar.
I ain't hit a single like rapper before the 2000s. I'm feeling bad. Keep going. I'm done.
Oh, you good. I'm gonna have to throw Kendrick Lamar in there at 3rd. And then I'm going Lauryn Hill.
Ooh, shit.
Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu. Just because.
That's your 4th and 5th?
Yeah. So like art, you feel me? I love art. What to me makes a great artist, a great rapper, great lyricist is how they compose their art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Substance matters to me.
Yeah.
To be honest. And that's the music that's gonna last for real.
You know what's crazy though? Like, I don't know how to explain this thought even. but like if you took all 5 of like the energies of those artists, like the colors per se of like those artists, you know what I mean? Like how they're like boys represented or whatever, and you like slapped it down, it would literally be your face. Like those 5 people, bro, like everything, like
That's
you like hit like those 5 people, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, yeah, like no, yeah, for sure. But,
like, not
but vice
surprised
versa
at all.
though, you know what I mean? Like vice versa, you could just like slap that. That's crazy though. Like,
Man,
I don't know, you are who you hang
it's a
with, I
pleasure,
guess.
man. We in the cut talking about music in an organic way. So, man, I got a game. We're gonna jump into this a little game. It's a trivia game. It's called Music Clues.
Sheesh.
In the cut, I'm gonna ask them 4 questions. I'm bringing the same questions I asked my previous guest because he went like 33%.
Damn,
So
this about to be.
I got a good feeling.
I can't promise I'm
I'm
gonna
a
shoot better
stumping.
than that. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. We're
So
looking
let-
at a solid like
so let me-
9%. I'll be happy with that.
Let me get on the phone, get in the notes. We're going back at it. So, you ready? You ready, Pert?
Ooh. Nah.
What was the name of the first ever hip hop label and when was it created?
Not happening.
Sugar Hill Records,
Yeah?
1979.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Hip.
These three,
hip.
exactly. These 3 innovators are known as the Holy Trinity of hip hop. This may be subjective, but I think not. DJ Cool. Oh, go ahead. What you think? I already gave the first one.
You don't say DJ?
You should already get it.
Nah. Talk to me.
3 names. You ain't got them?
No.
DJ Cool Herc, Africa, Bombada, Grandmaster Flash.
Okay. Yeah, I could have gotten hurt, but now I'm about in the way.
What about Grandmaster Flash?
Heard the name, ain't checked into it too much.
For sure.
This is where I died, bro. This is
Nah, you
everything
good.
was going so good. To
I'm
me.
interested to see your answer on this one.
But I did, bro. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even
It's
going
number 3. Who is the pioneer of rock and roll?
Talk to me.
Purdy.
Talk, bro. I listen to what I listen to. I'll be jocking the rock and roll.
Chuck Berry.
Not happening, bro. No way.
Say less.
Hey, this might be the first 0.
We 1 for 4.
Go ahead. Now we 0 for 4. Don't let him get it twisted.
All
We
right,
0 for
man.
4.
Last
I'm
question,
wallowing
man.
in this.
Probably the most important. What's the number 1 rule when going to the club according to Pert's World?
Oh, damn, I can't fumble this. When going to the club.
What's the number 1 rule when going to the club according to Pert's World? This is on the album,
You gotta
brother.
cue me on the bar.
I got the answer. The
Nah.
bar is the answer. No, I can't
Give me
the
one
bar.
word of the bar. You gotta narwhal me. Like you gotta rip
No.
it and then I'll fill it in.
No.
When going to the club.
Yeah, it was it.
Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna get in a car accident after this intentionally.
You ready for the answer?
Yeah.
What's the number 1 rule is don't shit your pants.
Whatever the fuck, bro. Step right up. Come on, bro. God damn
was on
it.
you. Remember that?
Yeah,
You
don't
remember
do that. That would make you look goofy as fuck.
Don't
God
shit your
damn.
pants.
Hey, we'll take the 0 for 5. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
We good.
I'm gonna leave here. Maybe hit a Kahoot or 2, a little Quizlet, if you will. Yeah, we'll come back better prepared for next time. You know what I mean? You can't win them all. Bro, I'm saying.
Come on, bro.
I'm sitting here, bro.
No, for real though.
bro. I'm like, hey, homie, like throw me something.
Hey, no, when I was listening, bro, to his music, bro, I was weak, bro, on like the interludes and the skits in that motherfucker, bro. The character in there is amazing, for sure. The character in there is amazing.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's all about that.
I was in her like, bro, no, he didn't.
I think that'll win people over, bro. Like most of the time,
Yes,
like,
bro.
if you're delivering, like, I mean, the bars matter always, you know what I mean? But especially in today's day and age with how fast like things are consumed and digested, it's like, it's just gotta sound cool first. That's the first shit, you know what I mean? So like, if it doesn't sound cool, you could be saying the craziest shit ever, but like, scroll, swipe, bye.
Exactly. It got to be appealing. It got to be attractive.
Yeah, you need the hook.
So we like to dive into a segment here on Music in the Cut called In Between the Bars.
I'm so fucking excited.
Where I pick some out of the artist catalog that intrigue me, that I want to dissect here live. It may be a lyric, it may be a skit, it may be a synth, it may be a hi-hat, it may be a beat, it may be something. But what I chose was this outro called Pert's World.
Yeah.
And the lyrics really stuck to me. So I'm gonna read them off to you.
This is beautiful.
And then I just want you to elaborate.
Hell yeah.
And then we're gonna
This is fucking sick.
in the show, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna end up on some free game off of this. You know
right on.
So you said on Purse World, I picked 2 sections out of it. You said, passions left ignored, identity unexplored. So they move their whole life based on their parents' final words. Follow yourself, and I promise you will finish first.
No kids.
Purse World.
No kids.
Outro.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
There's some. Whoa, Paul. Whoa. There's, bro.
Oh man, we just comfortable.
Look, there's like how I was touching on that like superhero inside of you before. Every single one of us, before you enter like this whole like rat race that is society and this all this shit. When you're 4, when you're 5, what were you doing?
Man.
What were you doing? I was sitting there 5, 6, like talking about like just screaming these random ass raps, but that's what I was into. You know what I mean? I still have like books and like folders full of like just little shit that I would scribble when I was younger. And most people, they get away from it, just how I did. You know what I mean? Like you get into society, bro. You get into the women. You get into the hoops. You know what I mean? Like I was super big into basketball. That was the shit, bro. I was about to be I should be Luka Doncic. Like that was for me.
Yeah, you look like
until
you got
the injury.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But yeah, so I say all that stuff to say that, especially from there, there's so many things that can influence you throughout life. And that thing that you did before anybody told you what to do, that's what it is for you. So follow that blindly and do that consistently. Do that out of love every single day and just follow that pure passion, bro. And if you're giving it everything that you got, then like the fulfillment will come not from obtaining the goal, but from just doing shit that you love every day. And so many people, bro, I have friends right now that, I mean, they're in their 2nd year of college and like, who told me I want to do this? Like, what is, you know what I mean? Like, what does this even entail? Like, and now I'm 20 bands down, like for a year. So now I got to change my major and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bro, I'm 20 years old right now, right? I've been getting after it for like real seriously for probably a little bit over a year or so.
Amazing.
If I did this shit every day, right? And I never got any further than where I was like right this second for 6 more years, 7, 8, 9 more years, 10 more years, like, bro, like it's things are set up like 30 is like, you know what I mean? Like, bro.
And that's perspective.
Bro, what? Like, that's not even close to halfway. Like, I mean, if you get 100 years, fire, but like if you get 80, you know what I mean? That's like the average life expectancy. You're not even close to halfway. Look at fucking Griselda, bro. Yeah. They're all getting there, bro. They all got kids. About to have
they pretty old, bro.
Bro, I think Benny's like 40 something. Like, and so is Gun. So
you got to put the work in.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the time.
Exactly, bro. Don't worry about the time because all that and the attributes and stuff will come. And like I was saying earlier, all there ever is this present moment. So that's all we're humanly possible of like perceiving. So rock out with that, follow
and
that.
You heard him, man. We here on Music in the Cut. Man, the formula was be consistent, be intentional, move with love.
Intentional. Be intentional. If
we
you don't
here
have
on Music in the Cut, talking about music. Man, I appreciate you, brother.
That was cool. I wanted to get a whole like, now, hold on. Bye. Everybody have a good one. I'm out. Listen, bro, I said it 1,000,005 times. It's the suburban icon. It is PRTY, Pertinence. You know what we're doing out here. Let them know
what you got out, what you got next,
There's no other artist. Listen, I promise, fucking with me is like having a Blockbuster subscription. And let me explain, bro. You could come back every 2 weeks and get something new. You dig? So just keep fucking with me. You know what I mean? There's already 60 songs out. I got a whole store of movies to browse through. Some provocative shit, some shit to make you fall in love. If you want to just get grimy, that's there too. And then I'm still alive. So we're still cooking, shaking and baking. The young boy, the young God. So tap on now. You know what I mean? Hit me up. You get me on IG. Get me on the tweet. Not Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. But TikTok for sure. All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
Be gentle, be easy. cheesy rap need me graffiti. My GPA all on the ceiling. Succeed in my meetings, get greedy. Say GG, I don't have the time, so I reply with TBD. CBD with me, THC, I'm the reefer king. Hit her back with the evening, hope she open immediately.